Peace and love, family. It's your girl, Sixthegoddis. And keep in mind, I'm a goddess and I'm sensitive about my shift. Hope you are doing well. I'm doing well. I wanted to make this video because I'm bothered. I'm bothered. Okay. I'm bothered. I'm irritated. Why does it seem like every time a Karen attacks, is it just me? Like, I am tired of our people explaining themselves to Karens. I'm tired of our people going back and forth with these Karens. Like, we need to start invoking the spirit of Ogun. We need to start, in the name of our ancestors, handling these people accurately. I feel like since we have been kind of conditioned and indoctrinated that white is right, I think that so many Black people grew up in households with, looking at a white Jesus. And I think a lot of Black people have an underlying almost fear for them. I think it's a genetic memory. I think when you're dealing with a group of people who have habitually, consistently throughout history enslaved you, forced intercourse upon you, genocide. I think that for a lot of Black people, subconsciously, you feel like you do have to answer to these people. And I've just seen way too many instances where you're just going back and forth with them a little too long. So I have ran across a few Karen instances recently on TikTok, and I wanted to share it with you guys to kind of go over why it's problematic when you sit and explain yourselves to these Karens and these Kens. It's also problematic to not take care of your health. For those of you who have been living under a rock, I have been juicing. I absolutely love it. My only regret about juicing is not starting it earlier. I've always struggled with forcing myself to eat cold, raw fruits and vegetables. I prefer hot food, just a personal preference for me. Being able to drink them, and supplement that way has been a godsend for me. Now I'm still able to get the nutrients, the benefits of organic raw fruits and vegetables, relieving mucus from the body, hydration, pH balancing. I'm able to still get those benefits without having to force food down my throat. I enjoy using my Alpha Juice as a pre-workout for the gym to give me some energy and some nutrients. It is the beginning of the year. This is the time to get your fitness goals in order. You've been eating all them low vibrational plates at Christmas and Thanksgiving, including me. It's time to detox your system. You can get a juice system from Alpha Juice delivered to your front door, cold, ready to go. No cleanup, no juicing, no grocery shopping. It's just there. I put some in the fridge, some in the freezer, and grab it instead of a bad juice or a soda or something like that. If you get a cleansing system worth $100 or more, you can use my code SIXGOD10 to get $10 off your system. If you get a cleansing system worth $225 or more, you can use my code SIXGOD25 for $25 off. And as always, you can get $5 off any order by using my code SIXGOD at alphajuicecode.com. And it's Black owned. Take my money. Take my money, okay? So let me show you this first one. So this is a woman who apparently she is in the hallway of her apartment building, and a Karen feels as though she doesn't live there or is confused on whether she's there. Let's take a look here.
She don't recognize these Black people.
I don't recognize them, and they're giving me basically a hard time. And in my face, I don't recognize these people.
She don't recognize these Black people.
I don't recognize them, and they're giving me basically a hard time. And in my face,
because she told me to leave.
Yes, but I'm a homeowner, and I don't recognize.
As am I. As am I. Yeah, the locked door. How do we get in the locked door?
I don't know. They were here before I closed out. I was in the store when
So I want you all to understand what's going on here. This Karen is blocking the door. Okay. Sis is trying to get through the door. Do you see how the Karen is standing there blocking the door? This is very deep. So basically what she's doing is she's calling 911, making it seem as though this woman is some kind of intruder. Make no mistake about it. Every time a Karen calls the police, calls 911 on you as a Black person, they are 100% doing so with the intention of getting you deleted. I want you to see the double-edged sword here, where in one aspect, she's saying she's concerned and she's scared. Oh, who is this person that broke into my building? But then she's detaining this person. So that speaks volumes to the fact that they're scared of us, yet they know that they have a system behind them to protect them from us. So I just want to give you our context on what's going on. Let's get to it.
And then it came back again. I have no idea. They were talking about rental properties at first.
I don't rent, I own.
Okay, so this has gone on way too long. All right. You are detaining me. The way you need to go about this is record the interaction. Okay. You need to first verbally let someone know what's going on. Hey, you need to back up. Hey, you are blocking me from leaving. Okay. Do you know what that's called? That's called kidnapping. Okay. If somebody is trying to exit a space and you are physically stopping them from doing so, that is called kidnapping. This is what the system is all about. That Karen can sit there and detain this woman, which is imprisoning somebody, which is kidnapping someone. And the only thing that happens is a little slap on the wrist and this woman explaining herself to this Karen. Me, how I would have handled this, listen, I'd be waiting in the name of my ancestors for a Karen to try me like this, Lord. Why does this not happen to me? I think it doesn't happen to me because these Karens know who to try and know who not to try. So trust and believe, when you get tried by a Karen, that means she senses some kind of weakness in your spirit, some kind of weakness in your heart. Because I can 100% guarantee you, they do not try those of us where they can see it in our eyes of, you saltine, if you try it, you got the right one, Karen. We don't get tried. So it's like they know how to sniff out those of us who are going to actually sit there and explain ourselves to them. Stop explaining yourselves to these Karens. Had this been me, and I know this is my building, I'm a homeowner there too. The minute she would have asked me, who are you? What are you doing? I immediately would have been like, B, don't ask me nothing. Who is you? The fact that you even explain yourself to them is racism right then and there. That you have some type of complex, they have some governing over you, that you're explaining yourself to these people. Black people, you do not have to explain yourself to white people. You do not have to spare white feelings. You do not have to tiptoe behind white guilt. You are allowed to move as a normal human being like everyone else. The way this should have went is Karen would have been like, excuse me, who are you? What are you doing here? I would have went straight to 100. B, don't ask me. I ain't got to explain nothing to you. Get out of my way. When Karen would have blocked the door and been like, no, you can't leave, I would have filmed it and I would have said, I want to leave this building. Are you falsely imprisoning me and are you detaining me? Are you saying you are not going to move and you're not going to let me leave? Once Karen would have still sat there and been like, no, you're not leaving, I would have went football on Karen. I would have went, period. Karen, I would have had to physically move Karen up out the way. In the name of my ancestors. I think about every time our ancestors had to eat crap from these folks and could not say anything, could not do anything. I'll be damned if 2023 I sit and have to do the same thing they did. They walked so I could run. They sacrificed so I won't have to deal with this anymore. But this goes back to what the system is all about, that so many of us are afraid to rightfully defend ourselves in situations like this, because you know in your spirit there is a possibility that even if you are within your right to protect yourself and defend yourself from these psychopaths, that you will still be looked at as in the wrong. This is why you need to have lawyers, evidence, have things on camera. This will never go the other way around. If this was a Black woman holding a white woman kidnapped and in prison like this will go totally different. This is not going to get better as long as we continue to allow this to happen. Let's just finish the rest of this.
No.
No,
Because she doesn't own this property. So Karen can't ask me anything.
I can ask.
You can't ask me nothing. I have the same keys you have. I can get in and out my property when I feel like it. You don't own anything here. I'm in the building.
She's in the stairwell.
You know, that just sends me to Venus and back. Okay. It sends me to Venus and back. Now, check out this one. This is what really kills me. This is how you know that they know that they're wrong. Okay. This is how you know. Watch this one.
Oh.
So apparently, let me just give you some background on what's happening here. Apparently, the Karen had some type of interaction with the sister, and I guess the sister was recording their altercation. Then the Karen realizes, uh-oh, she recorded this. I don't want to end up going viral. So now the Karen, the Karen is literally breaking and entering into this woman's vehicle. Why do y'all let these Karens literally break the law in your face? We are literally never going to get better if we continue to let these criminals try us like this and we do not stand up for ourselves. Let's continue.
What do I do? She wanna like my door. Oh. She mad.
It was at this moment. What y'all think her name is? I think her name is Madison. It was at this moment that Madison knew she messed up. But notice that instead of Madison apologizing and saying, hey, you know, I'm sorry for the way I acted, look how Madison's first reaction is to break the law. Do you see how entitled these people feel they can break the law? Madison.
You're scaring me.
I'm gonna delete this video.
I'm not deleting mine. You're scaring me.
You're scaring me.
Oh my gosh. You're
See the games they play? You're breaking and entering in my vehicle and I'm scaring you. Okay, this is what it's all about. And this is why Black women, white women are not your friend. This is always what they will resort to when their back is against the wall.
and I got you trying to open my card. You're scaring me.
Delete the video. Delete the video.
I'm not. You're scaring me. And
the fact that she even thinks that she has the authority to demand that this woman delete anything off of her phone tells you how their mind works. They always have a colonizer savior complex over us that will never go away, and it is genetically embedded in them. Okay, you're breaking and entering in my vehicle, demanding that I delete something out of my phone. Unbelievable. And she's going back and forth with her. I would have hit her ass with this car. I would have said, you better get the F out of my way. I would have started revving my engine. And I got that V8 engine. I would have been, all right, Karen, I'm going to count to 3. You better get away from my car. Why don't I ever get tried like this? Why?
Really? I'm scared.
Yes, and you just tried to open my card. Oh, and you called me the B word too.
Bitch.
Oh, you keep not.
Oh my God, baby. Ooh, honey, I do for you. Honey, I do for you. You call me bitch. I'm not no bitch. You bitch. You bitch. I'm not bitch. You bitch. I beat your ass. You bitch. Ooh, honey. Okay. We have a certain responsibility to each other. The problem is when they're able to try one of us like this, they think they can try us all this way. All right. In 2023, what I want is for Black people to stop conforming to white comfortability and white male behavior. No one is going to hold these folks accountable until we do. And if we keep just biting the bullet and turning the other cheek, this is not going to get better. Stop explaining yourselves to these Karens. Stop going back and forth with these Karens, period. It's bigger than you. Our ancestors did not die, sacrifice, and suffer for us to sit and explain ourselves to Karen. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Ladies, if you like this makeup and hair look, join my Patreon. I get ready for my videos live on the Patreon. I show you all the tea on my makeup, routine, products, tips, tricks, hair products. I don't gatekeep anything. And there's a great community of women there, and we look good. We share information. Join the Patreon. Come get the tea. Come to Death Row. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all on the next one.